Good morning, Mr. Buck. It's 7:30, and it's 17 below zero. Now that's a wake-up call. Those words greeted me on the morning of the 1967 NFL Championship game in Green Bay, Wisconsin, between the Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. I was there to televise the game for CBS, along with Frank Gifford, Tom Brookshire, and Ray Scott. If I had taken time that morning to reflect on my life, I know I would have considered myself fortunate. I was already a successful sports announcer working for the St. Louis Cardinals, in addition to broadcasting professional football. That day I was about to take part in one of the most historic football games ever played, the Ice Bowl. Sure, it was early in the morning, and yes, it was cold, but it's easy to get out of bed when you do the sort of work I was doing. As a dirty-necked kid growing up in Holyoke, Massachusetts, and later in Cleveland, Ohio, I dreamed of what I wanted to do with my life, become a sports announcer. By the 1960s, those dreams had come true, and even better times were ahead. With the help of a lot of people in good timing, my career would blossom over the next 3 decades. On that frigid morning in Green Bay, I had no idea that I would become a member of the broadcasters wing of the Baseball Hall of Fame, or receive the Pete Rozelle Award from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I was yet to tell people to go crazy, folks, after Ozzie Smith hit a game-winning home run for the Cardinals in the 1985 playoffs against the Los Angeles Dodgers. I hadn't yet screamed, "I don't believe what I just saw," after a hobbled Kirk Gibson came off the Dodgers bench in the 1988 World Series and hit a game-winning home run against Oakland. I didn't know that later in my career, I would turn down an offer to become the first play-by-play announcer on the Monday Night Football telecasts. I did know a lot of things, however, that morning as I had breakfast with Willie Davis of the Packers. I know I had gone further in my career than one of my professors at Ohio State had expected. After my first play-by-play broadcast, a basketball game between Ohio State and DePaul in 1949, he advised me to find something else to do for a living. I knew I was lucky I wasn't killed in World War II. Lucky? I had become an announcer for the St. Louis Cardinals and worked for Anheuser-Busch, CBS TV, and KMOX Radio, the best radio station in the country. I had a loving family, healthy children, and a work ethic that I was proud of. During an airplane trip in 1976, I reflected on all the good things that had happened in my life. I jotted down these words. I don't know exactly what it is. It's almost always been that way. No matter where I am or who is there, I know exactly what to say. But there are times I draw a blank and take on a certain air. Disinterested or ill-equipped, I find I just don't care. When I feel good, elevated, just right, and those around me don't, I should adjust, be as they are. I try to, I'd like to, but I won't. After all my years, I've concluded that those about me could be included, know my thoughts, my mood, my feelings, but to let them in would just be stealing. So, until there's nothing there, I'll exist with a particular air. It could have helped or hurt if they had known, but they, like I, are on their own. In the end, we're all compelled to deal with our own destiny. It was true in that morning in Green Bay, and it's true now as I sit in my living room in St. Louis. Whether we're happy or sad, whether we have too much or too little, we each have to live our own life. Some never get to climb the mountain. Others soar to the top. Everyone's on their own. My father, who died at 49, would never believe the things that have happened in my lifetime. Sometimes I don't believe it either.